Today I'll be demonstrating the Advanced Lab MBS can seam saw cutter. As you see, we have the unit as well as the parts container as well as the two fixture molds that come with the unit. We're going to begin by showing you the working components on the inside and also how to change the saw blades. Before removing anything, make sure that all electricity is unplugged. And to remove the cover, you first have to remove the debris tray. Next, you'll remove the cover by twisting the knobs counterclockwise. Let's put those over here. And also you have two handles that are unique with this unit to make it for an easy removal of the cover. You must slightly push on the cutter inside to make room for the cover to remove. Remove slowly as not to jerk anything or pull any wires. Okay, here you have the inside of your cutter unit. You have your saw blades, your insert, as well as some lights. We'll get to that in a second. I'm going to begin by showing you how to remove and replace the saw blades. Here in your parts container, you have your tools as well as some backup equipment. Here's your hand brush, your saw blade removal kit. You have a spare operating light, and this is the handle for your small cans, and also a replacement lamp for the power. So we use our saw removal tools. There's one slot for one tool inside. Insert that. Next, insert your Allen wrench and pull away from each other. Unscrew the nut. Remove your three pieces. Number 3, your saw blade. Please be careful with these. They're very sharp and fragile. Here's your number 2 section. Your next saw blade. And your number 1. So to add your saw blades, you insert number 1 with the arrow pointed to the line. There's 1. Use a saw blade. There's a dot on the saw blade and a dot on your wheel unit to line up. Connect the dots. Gently push the saw blades in. Insert number 2. Your next saw blade. Make sure that you have the direction of the blade correct, so the teeth are facing towards you. Line up the dot. Insert the blade. And your number 3. Insert the bolt back on. Again, using your removal tools, we'll tighten the blades down. Insert your tool. Insert the other tool. Now move towards each other to tighten. That's it for putting on the saw blades. Next, I'll move over to some components on here to get you sort of familiar with the replacement parts if you needed. Inside here is a micro switch to trigger the on and off of the unit. This comes factory preset, as we've done this for you. If need be, if you have a different size can, or for some reason you think that you need it adjusted, please contact Advanced Lab before doing this. We will happily help you guide through it. Here is your cutter indicator light. This indicates when the cutter is on, the saws are moving. And this is your power on and off, and your power indicator light. This also has a bulb inside that can be replaced by lifting up on this switch on the side and gently pulling out. Okay, I'm going to show you next how to cut a can. So carefully slide your cover back on, pushing in again on the insert. Make sure your housing is lined up on the outside. Okay, put your knobs back on clockwise. You should note also that the cutter will not run if the cover is off. It's a safety feature that Advanced Lab has added. Okay, we have our cover on, our debris tray. We'll put that in the back. Next, we'll plug in the power and simply push on. Your unit is ready. So we'll cut a can. I'll put in one insert. I believe this is for the small size. So you have your can, insert in mouth first. Now when cutting, first insert the can on a downward angle. You can hear the machines running. When cutting, cut at a slow, steady pace. Never back and forth or too fast because you'll damage the blades. The cutter will automatically stop when the cutting's done. You don't have to figure out how deep of a cut you need. The unit does that for you. So you take your tool. Here you have your cut. We'll cut another one for a good measure. We can use the same can, actually. So again, downward motion. Your cutting light is on. We'll make the cut. Slow and steady. I cut too close to the other cut, but I'll make another one for you. Again, insert the can slightly down. Slow and steady pace. There's your cut. Use the tool. Next, we'll cut a big can, bigger size. The bigger size, we'll use a different insert. Simply slide that in. Have a can, slightly downward. Same, slow and steady pace. For the small can, also, if you have one that, sometimes you'll have one that aren't this tall in length, we have this adapter unit. Simply put that at the end of the can. We'll go back to our small size. and just insert slightly down, slow and steady. And there we have it. And this simply just pops off. I'll do it again, just attach it at the bottom. Insert the can. Remove the piece. Finished, turn the power off. As recommended with the brush, there's a brush we have with the unit, a hand brush. This can be used to clean the inside debris, but most of the debris will be coming out in your debris tray, which you should be emptied daily. This brush here is used for the can, the hand brush, removing debris from the can, from the cut. Here you have a spare light switch. Simply just plug it in with the bolt on the back and some spare fuses. There's a spare bulb for your on and off power. And that concludes the can seam saw cutter from Advanced Lab.